5 affordable fragrances that smell super expensive. So here's the thing, you're on a budget, you don't really have a lot of money to spend, at least not on a luxury good like fragrance. That's totally understandable. I know from time to time we need to be conscientious of how much money we spend when we don't really need it, if it's not paying for the mortgage or paying for the food on the table in front of us. You know, these are luxury goods, and so we're wearing these kind of as an ancillary product to the things that are necessities like clothing and whatever. Anyway, forget this diatribe. These are 5 affordable options that can be worn in place of more popular and more expensive designer and niche fragrances. I'm gonna let you know what they are in just a second, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I give you my thoughts on these 5 affordable options and affordable fragrances that can be worn in place of more expensive designer or niche fragrances, depending on the scent, I want to start the video off first by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content and if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So again, I know there are clones and dupes and alternatives and whatever you want to call them. They are all over the web, and there are a lot of brands who are capitalizing on the reverse engineering properties of taking a popular fragrance, creating their own version, clone, twist, whatever you want to call it. And I think these are 5 fantastic alternatives that can be worn in place of more expensive fragrances. And let's go ahead and start things off with one of my favorite fragrances of all time. So this is the original, and it's Elysium by Roja Parfum. So this is the Parfum pour homme concentration. I also have the blue bottle, which is the lighter concentration. It's more diffusive, and I really do appreciate that. This one is a bit longer lasting, and it's one of my favorite fragrances of all time. Summertime, forget about it. The only reason I don't really wear this one anymore is because Roja Dove actually signed my bottle. He was kind enough to do so. I have spent so much money on Roja Parfum fragrances throughout the years, but this one is phenomenal. I mean, it really is a spectacular citrus-based fragrance, clean white florals, velvety musks. It's very smooth, great compliment getter, perfect for the office. And instead of that, you can wear Levant exclusive, and make sure you get the one in the green bottle, right? Because I saw one in the blue bottle. I don't own that one. I don't know what that one is about. This one, on the other hand, smells very similar to Elysium. Those bright sparkling citrus notes in the opening, the bergamot, the lemon, the grapefruit. I mean, it's just a very, and magnetic cap. You saw that atomizer as well. It's a great, easygoing, sparkling citrus fragrance, and one that I can't speak highly enough about. Of course, we all know about Santal 33 by Le Labo. This is such a great, and of course, yeah, I know a lot of people will say it's played out, and I don't totally disagree with you. I know it's been around for a long time. Even something like Creed Aventus is played out, right? But the thing with this fragrance, the sandalwood, the cedarwood, the papyrus, a lot of people have made this their signature scent, and for very good reason. This is just a great grab and go, easy to wear fragrance. It's a little bit more daring than something like Bergamot 22 or their Neroli offering, or even, which I think is Neroli 36, by the way. They do have a lot of fresher fragrances. It's not as heavy as something like Patchouli 24 or Oud 27 or even Vetiver 46. Santal 33 is a great fragrance, and I know a lot of people who get complimented on it as well, and I know a lot of people who have made it their signature scent. In place of that, you can get Bid from the Game of Spades collection. Now, this one smells very similar to Santal 33. I don't know if I could say that the performance is comparable, just because with Santal 33, I get 24 plus hours easily. It is such an incredibly long-lasting fragrance. With Bid, on the other hand, also phenomenal longevity, but you know, there's just something about Santal 33, especially considering the fact that this bottle was composed in 2016 in Barney's, New York. So this fragrance, of course, you know, with it having macerated for so many years, it's gonna last eons. All right, so the next one, Pegasus by Parfum de Marly. You have the jasmine, you have the almond, you have a little bit of vanilla, gets compared to Hypnotic Poison by Christian Dior. This is a really wonderful, and I know it's marketed for men, but I consider it to be a unisex fragrance. It is such an amazing fragrance. I personally prefer the exclusive version. This one, I've gotten bored of it, if I'm being honest. I think it was the first Marly fragrance I ever purchased, either this or Herod. I don't remember. One of those two was the first that I ever purchased from the brand. I've acquired so many fragrances throughout the years, it's quite easy to lose track. But instead of getting Pegasus by Parfum de Marly, very versatile, you can get this perfume, such a gorgeous presentation with this marble appearance. This one is called Raíz Blanche. I was really impressed by this one. And again, I think, yep, pressurized atomizer. You can control how much you want to spray. Yeah, smells like Pegasus. I don't know how else to put it. But you can get it for a really good price. The fragrance in the number 2 spot. So I went with 2 from the same collection. This is, okay, so Jean Paul Gaultier Ultramall. Pear, vanilla, I think lavender as well. This black vanilla husk ingredient in the dry down. And you can see I wore a lot of it. Let's create a line of symmetry there. So I wore exactly 50% of it. And this is a great clubbing, date night, night out on the town fragrance. It's just great for the fall and winter as well. So you might want to consider getting this alternative for this time of the year. I think it's going to be fantastic. From the 786 collection by Joe Milano, it's called Dubai King. Beautiful presentation as well with the black bottle, and I just love the aesthetic, and also pressurized atomizer. Yeah, it smells so similar to Ultramall. Immediately puts you in the mindset of Ultramall. Immediately. You smell it and you're like, yep, I get the vanilla, I get the pear, I get the sweetness. And of course, Francis Kirkjohn is such an amazing perfumer. I mean, you can't go wrong with this fragrance, but now you do have a more affordable alternative. Yeah, granted, Ultramall can be purchased online for a discount. I'm going off of the MSRP, but this one, if you look around, you are going to see some fluctuation in prices as well. So make sure you get it from a spot where they're actually selling it for a really good price, because if you look around enough, you'll find it for a very inexpensive price, and it lasts a very long time too. Well, in the number 1 spot, I know this is a designer fragrance, but here's the thing, it's hard to come by. We're talking about the 2016 version of Invictus Aqua by Paco Rabanne, which is now known as just Rabanne. This fragrance, the grapefruit, the tonka bean, the oceanic notes that are in here, this is such a great summertime fragrance, but even if you're wearing it outside of the summer, it's great for an office setting. It's a huge compliment getter. I always get complimented when I wear this one. It's hard to believe it's been around for 8 years now. I know it's been re-released in different presentations with the blue bottle and this and that, and they just re-released it this year. I haven't tried it yet, but there's just something about the 2016 version that always gets praise. And of course, the lasting power, the longevity, the smell alone, it's such a great fragrance. It's always a bummer when brands take a fragrance and they discontinue it. Even another Rabanne fragrance was 1 million Privé, one of my favorites, and you know, that happens sometimes. I guess they don't hit a certain sales quota or whatever, but this fragrance is amazing in place of the 2016 version of Paco Rabanne's Invictus Aqua. And you can look online on auction websites. People are asking a lot of money for it. It's not worth it. You're going to get something similar with this one. Great longevity. The performance is superb. And everything from this brand in this particular collection has treated me very, very well. And I think this is a great alternative to Invictus Aqua by Paco Rabanne. Also from the 786 collection, this is called Saudi King Pour Homme. So the green bottle smells like Invictus Aqua. The black bottle, which is Dubai King, smells like Ultramall by Jean Paul Gaultier. So let me know, do you want me to do another installment to this series? Do you find these alternative, affordable options to be helpful in any way? If you do, drop a comment down below. I always love hearing from you. I love the interaction. I love your feedback. Any thoughts that you might have, feel free to share them with me. I really appreciate all of the time and the attention that you're giving to these videos, and it encourages me to keep making more, so thank you for that. And if you took anything of value from today's episode, make sure to hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. It would really mean the world to me. Thanks again for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode.